Hey guys, this is the 5th video in the Celestian Syndicate playthrough here, and this one should be pretty fun because I anticipate we're going to have some, probably a couple interesting tactical battles pretty much right soon on in this video here. So let's get through all this stuff first. We finished research development, and let's just take aquatic to get it out of the way here. We have an unexploited sector, which I think we want to do energy here. We're eventually going to take this sector here, so let's do some energy exploitation up here. And then what else do we have to do? We have ops ready to launch. We have scouting to do. Let's get to that. So we doubled this scout back around this way to make sure we were all set along this line here. Let's take a look out over these seas here to the north, and then what else? We have another scout to move around, I believe. Yep. Let's check out what's over here. Is there anything that we can grab up? Ooh, looks like there's another little landmass over here, actually, with a research ship on it. Okay, that's good to know. All right, we still have our third scout all the way over here, who we're going to send. Let's send him up around this way, and then maybe. Yeah, it looks like we've basically got the whole section of all this Amazon territory figured out here, but just to keep going, we'll, oh, actually they have another colony over here. And it looks like someone else is up this way that they're bordering, so that's good to know. We'll scout that direction in the next turn. Let's queue up another monitor. And what else is happening? Completion stuff. Bunch of stuff we don't care about. Okay, so going back to what's probably a little more interesting for most of you, we're going to be planning tactical combat here in this next couple of turns. So, but before I would do so, let's talk a little bit about it. So, this army here, if we take a look at, looks like they actually have mods now. Here's the guy that we just saw with our monitor there, the Kir'ko apparently. Let's just ignore them for now. Let's not forget to colonize. And what I was going to say a second ago was this army here, we have to be a little bit careful about this army. It's actually pretty powerful. 826 is decently powerful. It's mostly just these tier 2 units. So it's an engulfer with what looks like a viscous strain mod. We're not worried about this detection mod. So this is a flying unit that's stagger resistant and has an AoE armor destroying ability. And then there's 3 of these guys. These are the guys I'm more worried about. So these Abyssians, all these enemies in this army are going to do biochemical damage, but these guys have a couple of special characteristics. So they can tunnel, which essentially is a hard counter to any Overwatch unit because they basically just burrow underground and can move 7 hexes with retain their full action and kind of be right up on you. So basically come right underneath your Overwatch tile and mess you up pretty bad. This wax cement is also a kind of a dangerous ability, so there's a big encase debuff that they'll put on your enemy, or put on your army, or your units, I should say. So essentially, this either, if they get encased, I think you can't use actions or movement, and even if you resist that, then you're still staggered. So that's obviously pretty dangerous, and they're doing quite a bit of damage with either skill. So we got to be very careful of 3 of these dudes who are going to totally mess up our sniper and our indentured units, who are basically all built around ranged combat and Overwatch abilities. And we also have a Biomancer to go along with it for a support unit. So I think what we want to do is maybe let's leave our indentured units out of this fight. And also another advantage to doing this is we're going to be able to hopefully get a quick level 2 on our second hero here. And actually, I'm almost wondering if it's worth leaving our sniper unit entirely out of this combat. I think I might try that. Just to try to get the quick level 2 on, or maybe even level 3 out of this battle on this combat here. So we're not going to be able to do it this turn. Next turn we'll do the combat. We get a unit mod, Shield of Remorse. Isn't something I'm super ready to use right now. I don't think we want to use this. And Spirit Flash is just again applying Soul Burn with a stagger effect. So I don't know if we'll. These guys can be staggered though. They're not stagger resistant, so that's interesting to keep in mind. We do have to pick a new society research option. Let's just go with. Actually, I would like operational effectiveness. Oh no, wait, no, I skipped. We need covert infiltration. We're going to use that very quick soon here. And we get a cybersecurity. They want us to kill some units actually right near where we are, so we'll definitely accept this one. And then next turn we'll do some combat. We still got some scouting to do. Let's grab this research ship, and there's another one under there. Curious to see what we'll find in this part of the map. That actually finished off our other one. We're going to take electron impact here. I think this is our next best choice for what we want to research in our tree. Or in the arc tree at least. And let's see if we can use our monitors to get a better idea of what is going on in this part of the world here. So, okay, does he have a he's got a base here. Okay, and he's got some units buzzing around. So he must be up kind of in this section of the map. I'm guessing the other guy's somewhere over here. We may end up wrapping around and finding him as we wrap around this way. Anyways, oh wait, yeah, let's not forget to queue up another one of these. This is, again, why we want to have lots of energy, so we can basically spam these things. We can charge one every turn. And they're very useful, obviously, for keeping track of the enemy and also scouting. Getting to hard-to-reach places, it kind of can save a whole bunch of movement points that we'd otherwise have to use. Who else? You're going to have to move around a bit. Let's see what we can find over here. And yes, next turn we will do this combat, I promise. So I think this will be enough to fight this battle. Do we want more? I'm almost wondering, do we still want this? You know what we're going to do? Actually, we're going to switch off of the sniper rifle, and we will bring him along. We're just going to have him use the piercing bow, and we will include him with our army here. Even though he's going to soak up a lot of the XP from our other hero, I think it's okay, and I just don't want to make sure we don't lose any units to this army, because I'm a little skeptical of how dangerous these guys could end up being towards us. I think we'll be okay, though. We have the 2 overseers, so there's plenty of heal there. Also, because we're in is a targeting array in this sector, that means the tactical ops are basically free here. They still cost energy, but they don't cost tac ops points. So that's actually really nice for us, since we can use them and the enemy can't. So the trick is, when facing these guys, is finding the right range where we can sort of have them filter in towards us, but not get off a whole bunch of debuffs on us right away. That would be bad. So let's try maybe posting up over here. And let's see if we can lure maybe this guy down in this direction somewhere. That would actually be pretty nice, I think. And then we'll just kind of keep people back here, and let's see what the enemy's going to plan to do. We don't have our Overwatch. It doesn't really matter, though, because it's not super effective against these guys. Let's put our B way off to the side here for now. And then these guys, actually I would like to move him up quite a bit. Let's use him as bait, actually. The Psycho is nice because he has biochemical resistance. So I'm actually glad that we have him along for the ride here. And then let's use our other, stash our other overseer way over here. And let's just see what the enemy does. Hopefully this guy's going to come towards us, and these other guys are probably going to come in as well, but they won't be able to get too much damage off. So we resisted. He tried to encase us there. He scanned our hero, which is a bit of a waste, I would say, but... So okay, now our Psycho is encased. That's actually fine, because you'll see why in a second here. That's a miss. And now this unit's been slowed, which I don't love. This caustic smoke is going to be a bit of a problem too, but we can work around it, I think. So first of all, there's a couple things we want to think about. How are we going to use our tactical ops for this battle? There's quite a bit we can do. I'm thinking at first we want to... Can we reach? Yeah, we can reach this heal right here. So what's nice, the nice thing about our Sci-Tech revitalization is it is going to buff. I wanted to make sure we use the right unit there. We're going to buff this guy, so he's going to get a heal, and he's also going to get... he was encased before, but we removed that debuff with our Sci-Tech revitalization. The other thing that happens is because this Overseer has the Mantra of Clarity, his buffs on friendly units make them 20% harder to hit. So that's why, if we look at our Psycho now, he's got Obfuscation on. So he's going to be a little harder for the enemy to hit. And consequently, let him do his Berserk Chemicals. And we're going to get him right in here and just let him pound on that unit there. We can pop another heal. This guy's, again, a unit that's got a couple of debuffs on him, slow, and he's immobilized right now, so he can't even move. We could fire off a shot. This actually isn't a terrible shot here, since we can combine it and hit multiple units with it. But before I do that, I'd like to think about what ops we're going to use. So do we want to use a healing op? The other thing we could do is, which I think might make the most sense, is actually use a diversion projector on each of these enemy units. That might be a good choice. Spirit Flash is going to make these guys get staggered and take more damage from us. I think in this case, though, I'm less worried about inflicting damage and more worried about them doing damage to me. So let's take our diversion projector and we'll just apply that to these 3 units here, and none of them resist it, so they're just going to be less accurate, basically, is all that really is. I'm just going to... do I want to heal this? Yeah, let's heal this now. So we get our HP back there, and then we also get... we can actually move, which is nice. We can move out of the smoke. And I think if we move here, yeah, we can still... Actually, this becomes a flanking attack now. That's actually even better. So let's do that. Quite a bit of damage there. Getting a good effect out of the hover bike, where the Sci-Tech emitter attack that travels in a line of 3 hexes. That's really nice. And then we can just have our hero here pick off this weak unit. And I think we still want to be a little bit careful of what exactly we're going to do with this worker bee. Yeah, defensive mode. I think he'll be fine in defensive mode. I'm not super concerned. All these guys are blinded anyways. Let's let the enemy take a turn. So there's their heal. And tons of damage on this, on our hero here. Now, I'm a little bummed that a couple of things. One, I moved my worker bee so far away that I'm not even going to be able to get my heal off onto my hero this turn, which is a bit of a fail, I have to say. I think we'll be able to kill most of these units without any issue, though. We can flank. Doesn't do as much as I'd like. I'd rather... Yeah, let's sick you. Sick you on their support unit. We can stagger here. Question is, how do we want to... We'll probably kill this unit this turn, I think. Yeah, he's going to die this turn. So let's not worry about him just yet. Let's worry about you here. I think what we'll do for our op is... There's a couple ways we could play this, I suppose. Just out of curiosity, let's see what Arc Discharge, how much damage it could do. Staggers 2 of them. I think I'd rather try to make sure that we don't lose our hover bike here. So let's do a heal. We'll do Cleansing Light. And I think if we kill both of these, which I think is entirely possible. Actually, we can kill him. Yeah, there's a couple ways we could play this, I suppose. All right, let's take this one out. Again, he's applying clarity there, which makes him easier to hit from. Yeah, we have to think about this. All right, let's just kill this. Let's kill this one first, and then we're going to consider: do we want to try to take down this flying unit? I think that's going to be what we do. If we're able to. Oh, actually, yeah, this is a full. Yeah, we'll be able to. Oh shit! It's not quite enough to kill this guy unless we flank him. Potentially from here. Which might actually be what we want to do anyways. Let's go up here and flank. Let's see, is it enough to kill? Oh yes, it is. Sweet. Good move there. Alright, we look pretty good. Both of these guys have been staggered, so they're not going to be able to do a whole lot. This one's also locked down on melee Overwatch. So there we go. So we don't have stagger resistance sadly on our Psycho just yet, but that's okay. And he's still very useful in melee mode here. So there's a couple ways we can do this. So we'll kill this guy, and then we can override him. Again, he gets obfuscation from that. Not like it really matters in this battle, but it's kind of handy. And then we'll have him go charge down this other unit. We can actually kill this too. Before I do that, though, I'd like to take an opportunity to use another cleansing light on my hero, since he is kind of weak. And you always want to remember to do these heals before you end your combat, if you can remember to do so. I suppose we can even heal. Yeah, we'll actually play it like this, because we don't need to make a huge rush here to finish this dude off. And this way, once we get into the next fight that we're able to get into, which we may even do this turn since we haven't technically spent any tactical points here, this way all units are relatively topped off as far as health goes. That's kind of the idea behind what I'm trying to plan here. Yeah, see, we'll basically almost be back to like full health essentially if we just pop another cleansing light on. Oops, picked the wrong one. We'll hear our worker bee. Everybody's basically at full health, and this guy is going to be toast here in a second. There we go. So a relatively easy battle. We didn't really take much of any damage, and I think by way of using the right tool for the job there, I think we saved ourselves quite a bit of trouble. Sadly, I don't think we're going to get a level. Oh no, we do. We get level 2 out of that. Perfect. So we get a couple other levels on units, and it looks like we're going to get a level on our hero. Actually, it looks like we're going to get 2 level ups. So that's very cool. Let's do a message from the Spacers faction. What do these guys want? They want us to build a Dreamscape station. If we do so, they're going to give us influence and a Psycho. I'm totally down for that. Let's make sure we switch to the production for that. We could actually, yeah, while we're doing this, let's rush. Let's rush the whatchamacallit, the research station there. And then we get to pick a couple commander upgrades. So let's do that. While we're in here too, let's make sure we switch back to our sniper rifle for now. We have 5 skill points to use. So we're still, I think at this point, I'm fine with this hero definitely being a, excuse me, I had to sneeze there. I'm fine with this unit being sort of a ranged-based hero. Escape module, I'm usually a big fan of, just because it's almost guarantees that unless we play something really terribly, that our hero isn't going, or our commander isn't going to die. So I'm tempted to take this. The problem is, if I do that, then there's really not much else that helps me this turn. I guess steady aim isn't, yeah, that's not really going to do much for us either. We're not, revealing soul I like too, but it doesn't really, I don't plan on this unit taking a lot of damage, so I don't want to pop that. I think shield battery might actually be a pretty good choice. Every unit in the army gains 1 shield. I think I'm actually going to take that. Since this unit basically, as a ranged and sniper unit, shields are almost always useful. And in this case here, you know, so our unit's not going to be taking a bunch of damage. I don't want to use escape module. Maybe we'll end up picking that one later. But we want to keep this guy sort of out of the fray, and he's providing infantry commander and now shield battery to his to the units in his group. So this is actually, or her group, I guess. So pretty useful. Now we also get to make upgrades on our second hero. He's only level 2 now, but this one we have to still make a decision on because it looks like he came with. Oh no, he's getting infantry. I was going to say, why does he have infantry commander? So he's got 2 things that we don't necessarily. I mean, one thing we're definitely going to use, and ooh, Fallout protocols. This could be very useful. I don't know if I want this now, but I am going to definitely take Fallout protocol because, so this just gives your army thermal resistance. And since we've already seen that there's Amazons on the map that have had some thermal mods, this is definitely going to be important to have this. And this hero may be, because he's a Promethean hero, he might be better suited to fighting a campaign against the Amazon army. So we'll think about that. I don't think we need it right now, though. Maybe here we could go. Could do a couple of things still with this guy, I guess. Deadeye is never a bad thing to have. We'll probably get him out of the hover bike at some point, but I'm still not sure yet which, you know, what other direction we would take this unit. So he's Promethean. Probably we'll end up doing either air or a ground-based command. Maybe ground. We don't need this now either, I guess. Let's just take Vitality. We'll take Vitality for now, and we're not going to worry about his other 3 points. We'll save those for another upgrade that he will get. All right, cool. So that's that combat done. These guys confirm movement. We can regroup with our army here, and actually let's. Yeah, we're gonna want to split. We're gonna want to split off our group here again, and we'll have to do that next turn since those guys can't quite move around yet. Let's see what we find in this part of the world. Nothing yet. Ooh, it looks like we've got something over here though. Just barely see it, unless this is a lava river or something, which is possible, kind of like over here. What else do we do? We won a battle. Oh no, this is the enemy. Fighting off, it looks like just a marauding enemy army. So, but yeah, look at, I mean, these guys, he's got all these incinerator and laser burning and all this crazy stuff. we're going to have to be very careful for thermal damage. Fallout Protocol definitely going to be helpful on our second hero there. All right, let's keep scouting in the meantime. Let's stay out of these mountains. We can actually put another...
Operations primed.
Let's keep scouting with our monitors all the way up here. And aha, what did we find? What is this? Oh, it's actually his commander unit. No, this is just a Transcendent. I thought this was one of his commanders. Yeah, okay, that's fine. It's just so much. Look at how much easier it is to scout using that strategic op versus actually having to move units around constantly. Which, even though I still am going to do and find valuable, I think it's just a better way to scout. Let's back up here. That's good for you guys. We need to set some production. This is our new colony here. Is there anything that we need to build unit-wise? No, I would say let's definitely get some military infrastructure here since it's kind of centrally located. And I think that'll be good for now. I'll probably, actually, no, I'm going to end this video now. I've been trying to keep these videos a little bit shorter, like in the 20-minute range, as opposed to like the 30-minute range. And as much as I want to do, we've got 3 more tactical battles coming up right here that we're certainly going to want to do very soon. So instead of doing another battle in this video, I'll record another one and kind of keep the videos a bit shorter. Hopefully people appreciate that. I know when I'm watching other people's content, I kind of appreciate when the videos aren't all, an hour long or something crazy, even though in some cases for certain turns, like this turn, we had a lot of stuff to do, so it kind of dragged on. But anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Let me know if you have comments or ideas and stuff like that. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.